Rasmus, obviously a bad night for United, but a memorable night for you as well. So what are your emotions?
Yeah, like you say, a little bit, difficult. I feel happy and not happy at the same time. Of course, it's not about the individual performance. It's about getting the 3 points, and at the moment we are not doing good enough.
Well, what's the feeling in the dressing room? Because with a quarter of the game to go and you scored to make it 2-1, playing well, it looked like we were in a great position. Then it did fall apart for us, unfortunately.
Yeah, we need to remember we can't get goals right after we score. Now we had a few games now where they just score after we scored. So we need to go back and analyze that tomorrow and talk about it in the group. And of course, it's a tough period now, but we need to stick together, and that's the only way we can get out of this period.
Now, your goals, the first one, Marcus involved in that good link-up play and a terrific header.
Yeah, it's about getting in there. For me, I always try to get into the dangerous positions. Today I got the balls 3 times if you count the offside goal as well, and I've been bored to be scoring goals, and now I was happy that I got 2 more now today. But again, if we talk about Marcus, like he said also in an interview, we try to talk to each other, and he knows that I'm going to be there now. He knows that I can keep up with his pace when we go on the counter, and we saw a glimpse of that today.
The second goal, you had a long time to think about it. You finished in front of the Stretford end. Fantastic noise. Just take us through what that feels like.
Yeah, it was a good feeling. I got cheated a little bit before because of the offside, but yeah, it was an incredible goal. I like to call that a signature Rasmus goal. You know, on the left side, running a lot. It was nice.
So now, Copenhagen, home and away, need to win those games, and obviously a very familiar club for you, but we have to win them, don't we?
Yes, like you said, we need to get some points now if we wanna play Champions League after the group stage. So I'm looking forward to play against them. Because it's a former club and my brothers are playing there, and I have a big heart for Copenhagen. But now I play in Manchester United, and we need to get some points out of them.
Well done tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Matches his mood, really, doesn't it? But not the mood of this man just alongside us. Wilfred, lovely to see you. Congratulations, first of all. Wow, what a moment for you. First Champions League start, your first Champions League goal as well. You said before the match, these kind of nights are ones that you dreamed of. So how does it feel?
Dream come true, really. Happy to be playing in this competition and obviously scoring goals as well. So yeah, great night for me.
In terms of the goal, we'll look at the goal in a minute, but what was your first thoughts when the ball dropped out of the skies?
Just for it to drop at a good enough level for me to hit it, really. So I was just waiting and trying to hold him off so the ball would get at good levels, and it did. So I thought, here's my chance, and glad it went in.
Can I just take your attention for a second to the reaction to some of the fans that are still in here tonight, because you've given them an unbelievable night here at Old Trafford, the ones that travelled, the ones that wanted to see something great happen. How difficult a game was it to be involved in? Because it almost felt like every time Manchester United went ahead, you guys were like, no, that's fine, we can come back into that. Did you always have that focus?
The thing is, I feel like the team's got belief. And one thing I do know about our team is we have, like I said in an interview before, we have enough to hurt them. So it was a thing where even if we go down, keep our heads up, because there's a Cardi up top, there's different players on our team that can do something. So it's a thing where even if we go down, we just have to carry on, and we managed to get the win.
Let's have a look at your goal. There's loads of goals to talk about, but let's have a look at this one especially, because as we were talking about, the analysis was brilliant about what you managed to do, but can you talk us through it here?
Obviously...
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm happy to score. Basically, it's not... I've tried to change my game a bit, where it's not just 1v1s anymore, it's runs off the ball as well. So obviously I saw Davidson with the ball, and I thought, instead of there's nothing I can really do, stood out wide, so let me just make a run inside. So he saw me. I'm happy that he saw me. So yeah, he played the ball. I made sure I timed it, and it was just about waiting for the right time for the ball to drop and get the ball in the goal.
Well, you spoke in the interview, and we spoke earlier in the tunnel before the game about the importance of the Champions League for you. Is it what you expected it to be? I mean, you've dreamed about this, you said to me before, and to come here. What's these feelings like, scoring, winning at Old Trafford? Is it everything you dreamed of?
It literally is. Like it's not even just the game, the build-up. When we're driving here on the coach, we're playing the Champions League music in the car. So it's a different feeling. So
training with the balls as well the night before,
honestly,
it makes a big difference.
The stars on the balls,
stars,
everything. It's just like I've finally made it here, literally. So
you as a player, playing Premier League football, played like international football, but still was feeling unfulfilled in a lot of yourself, yeah?
There's nothing like it. It's literally playing between the best. And a chance to showcase my talent between the best, because I feel like that's where I can. It's decided whether you're good or not. So days like today is what it's all about for me, really.
It must be, just as someone from an outside looking in, it must be such a change to change countries, to change leagues, and to go and do something like this is a big leap of faith, isn't it? And you've had a bit of a hard start, obviously coming back from injury and getting your fitness back. And when you see fans like this, how have they taken you into their hearts? How do they make you feel in the moment?
The thing is, obviously, they were thinking, what is going on with Zaha? Because I came, then got injured, and I was thinking, is he injury prone now? But the main thing is they kept the trust, and on social media they just kept on sending messages like, we trust you, and it's just love, really, to show that they're willing to give me time because they know what I can bring to the team. So it's a thing where if a club shows me love on the pitch, I'm just going to show it back with every action, really. So yeah, that's what helped me.
Wilfred, congratulations. It's really great to see you doing so well, and what a night for you. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Not pleased
you so
for the
much.
result, but pleased for you, man.
Yeah, we do score. See you later. Take care, yeah. Oh, there we go. Right, good interview, great interview. I'm sorry, I was so distracted during that interview
Their
by
fans are
just
wild,
their
isn't it?
fans. Like, they haven't left. They're now being ushered out behind us in a very safe manner, of course, by the stewards. They're still over there banging their drums. They're holding up their lights on their camera phones a minute ago. Glad you guys didn't see it, actually. You had your backs to it. It's probably a good thing, really. Look, we're never going to get out, are we? Listen, just as a whole, Wilfred Zaha, we highlighted before the game had even started. And you guys said that you want him to do well. Of course, you don't want him really to do well against you. But do you feel like this is a game? Did Galatasaray go out and win this, or did Manchester United lose it, Paul?
It's very difficult to say. I suppose a little bit of both, because when United lose a game like this, a big game like this, and a game they really had to win, your first home Champions League game, you're normally really disappointed. But I think I saw enough tonight in the team that excited me. Højlund, especially them two goals, took his 2 goals brilliant. I absolutely loved his second goal. He gave the centre half no chance, clean pair of heels, and he's finished a composure finish. He also had another goal disallowed. They're mental, aren't they? They're everywhere. Where'd they all come from? And he actually scored a goal that got disallowed as well. And I thought, wow, there's a bit of Van Nistelrooy in there, and it really excited me. Then Mason Mount, I thought he did well. He needs a goal. He's desperate for a goal. But the rest of it, the centre halves especially, and right, look, he's not a left back. He gets done for the third goal, as we'll probably see in a bit. But it was so wide open. Lindelof around was so soft and weak, and we all know what the goalkeeper did as well.
We were up there. You would have heard me. I'm as high as a kite at one moment. I'm in the WhatsApp
right
groups,
next to you, yeah.
texting everybody, going mad. Oh, we got new heroes in town, etc. Going overboard as you do. And then I'm sitting there in despair. Like, it's just like. I'm like all over the place today, and I'm gutted, really. But yeah, again, we can go. You don't want to go too overboard on Man United. You have to give credit to the opposition. They've come here. It's a hard place to go, to come to Old Trafford. And when you've got to show a level of character and a level of professionalism, and they showed that today, and they're fans. They deserve
This is
something.
a terrible result, though, Laura.
Yeah.
It's a shocking result. Losing your first home game in the Champions League, especially after losing the first away game. Terrible result.
And especially after having moments of absolute brilliance and then still not managing to sort out the problems at the back. We'll see all these goals. We'll see as much analysis as we possibly can after the very quick break that we are about to have. Welcome back to a rather wet Old Trafford, where the weather is matching the mood right now, especially the mood to my pundits to the left, Rio and Paul Scholes, still here as the rain starts to come down. to really see what happened in a rather crazy second half. At this point, it was 1-1. How important, how significant was this Marcus Rashford chance, Paul, and the miss? And also, a one-on-one moment with the keeper. Would you expect him to go for that?
Yeah, I think a Marcus Rashford of last season scores. There's no doubt about it. There's confidence there in him. Great pass from Eriksen, by the way. I thought it was really good second half. But I saw Marcus early on when he's running through. He's always thinking about Fernandes. But the trouble is, he's not realising how quick the right back is. Yeah. The right back recovery is unbelievable. He'd have been better thinking, bang, I'm going for goal. I can score. I'm not in great form, but I'm capable.
They got themselves ahead. This is Højlund, who had a brilliant game at times,
This
didn't
had
he?
us off our seats. I was screaming. I almost lost my voice. This is what I've been waiting for. I've seen the clips before he came from Atalanta. I've seen him play prior to coming to Manchester United. This is what he's capable of, and we've seen it, just not in a red shirt. But today, the way he blows away that defender and the composure at the end, the nonchalance to finish it, and you're thinking, wow, this kid could be the real deal. Because up to this point, you've not seen anything like that. He hasn't had the opportunity. Beautiful.
That was for 2-1, and then there was about, 20 minutes left to play, and then they managed to let Galatasaray back in, Paul.
Yeah, and it's Amrabat not in his favourite position. He gets done there. The lad spins in behind him, and from there on it just parts. I'm not sure where Varane's going. Lindelof gets lost in the middle of the pitch. He runs off Casemiro a little bit as well. It's, as I said, they were so open in that central defensive area and gave a lot of chances away, and Rio, it's just not good enough. But I have to say, the lad took the goal really well. Yeah, it's a great finish, but I would say that this type of goal, Man United concede this goal far too often. We saw it when we was in Bayern Munich. We highlighted it prior to that game as well. The amount of goals that they conceded as crosses and cutbacks is alarming, really. A
little moment of madness as well. This is to give away the penalty, which we'll see in just a second. Casemiro was already on a yellow card, which you just saw there. And then he has to go in, and Nana makes this play out. And Casemiro goes in, Rio, gets a second yellow card, gets himself sent off.
Yeah, and listen, in that situation it's hard because it's very quick decision making in that moment, and he goes for the ball and says, right, I'm going to go and take everything, and he does, and he sacrifices himself for the team. It's difficult, and I think Onana's obviously whispered in his ear sorry, because it was his mistake that led to that.
Cardi missing a penalty again. He missed one about a week ago too, a weird little dummy thing that they were trying which didn't work. He went to the same side, missed it, went wide. You could almost go, right, OK, let's push on here, but it took about 3 minutes for Icardi to then make up for that and score the winner.
I mentioned straight after the game, defensive organisation, naivety. Look, there's players that are just hanging around in the middle of the pitch there. Look, you can see Icardi in the middle there, alone, all by himself. And you're sitting there thinking, as a defender, you've got to anticipate danger. The ball might come back to us. It's all... what if? That's how you got to play as a defender. You've got to be living on the edge of, like, you know what, they're going to get a chance on this position maybe, and just have a bit of security.
Sorry, Rio. Also the goalkeeper. I don't think the goalkeeper does well. He just sits down. If you look closer, the ball's in front of Icardi's feet. He can't really do anything other than dink the ball. Just stand up. He catches it, and for some reason he just dives out of the way. Yeah.
OK, let's get some reaction there from Manchester United. Christian Eriksen is speaking with Becky Ives in just a second's time. Is he there? He's there. Let's hear from him.
Well, Christian, what's the mood in the dressing room right now?
Yeah, it's sad. I think it's a big disappointment. It was to honest to say, it was very quiet in the dressing room.
What ultimately got away from you tonight?
Yeah, I think we have some good spells in the game, but in the end, I think when we at the moment when we go ahead and we score a goal, then always short after we concede. And of course that makes it very difficult for us to stay in the game, and that's something that we have to change, and has to change very quick.
Is it a lack of confidence in the squad at the minute as to why that's happening?
No, I don't think it's confidence. I think it's more the awareness and the sharpness to really keep our in form and coming ahead twice. I mean, you shouldn't throw that away. And we've done that even some other games this season. Yeah, I don't think it's confidence. I think it's more the sharpness and the wrong decisions at the wrong times, and a bit of the not lucky part is following us around at the moment.
How much work needs to be done to get back to the levels that you want to get back to?
Yeah, I know a lot, but again, it's details. I mean, today as well, the chances they have is from our mistakes, and if we don't make the mistakes, we don't concede as we do, and I think it's just how we play. I mean, it's how we play.
Does it feel like it's a long way back in this competition?
No, luckily, it's only the start of the competition. We only played 2 games, and we know there's still a lot of games to play and catch up. And we know at that time, even for the next game, we need to win every game to have an opportunity to go through, and that's our aim.
Thanks for your time.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, Christian Eriksen, who came on at half-time and actually made a difference, made an impact, a positive impact. But I want to take you back to the defence. They spend money on a new goalkeeper who's had a couple of really shaky moments already this season. Is that defence in front of him that bad? I mean, you said to me a minute ago, I'm the best defender the Premier League's ever seen. So tell me why.
I can see these lies are coming out thick and fast.
I heard him.
You heard him, right? Yeah. So tell me why. Why is it that defence can't sort itself out?
When you concede goals and when you score goals at the same, it's the team. I always believe that, but then individuals do have moments in games, and I believe that you do need organisers at the back, whether it's the goalkeeper or especially one of your centre halves who talks and communicates. In 2 of those goals, especially, there was zero. There was no leadership in that back line of controlling the situation, and I spoke there about one of the goals in terms of making sure you understand that. Where's your mindset in terms of what ifs? What if there's a mistake made? What if that someone underhits a pass and it goes behind us? You've got to think like that to where I am in relation to that striker. He can't have an easy route to goal. It's not easy. This comes about concentration, but we're not talking about young players here. We're talking about experienced players here who know their way around a football pitch and have won things at the top level. So it's disappointing in that sense. I don't think you can just point the finger at just the defence. I think the whole team, like Eriksen said, have to have awareness, especially when you go a goal up. You go a goal up, no matter, it's school football, Sunday football, but here at the Champions League, you have to make sure that you're concentrated in moments when you've just got ahead, especially because the opposition are going to be trying to come out of traps to hit you.
I'm going to give you about 30 seconds for this answer. Should the manager feel under pressure at some point?
It doesn't feel like that to me. He's had a really good first year. He signed a couple of players that weren't right. He's had a little bit of bad luck with injury-wise with Mason Mount as well. I think going back to the defensive thing, I worry about Varane a bit. I think he has been one of the very best defenders around, just like Rio was, in that same ilk at Real Madrid. I just think his legs are looking a little bit sluggish. He can't keep fit. I'd be worried about him.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Good to have you with us. Kate, Thierry, Jamie and Micah. We're going through all the winners and the losers of this Champions League night. Why don't we talk about the battle of the lineup and find a winner and a loser in that one too. Micah versus Jude.
What?
You said the lineup looking fresh.
Oh, yes! Oh, I've got to go for Jude.
No, I would go for you, Micah.
You would go for me?
Micah's a little bit sharper. Look at that. Look at the fade, man. Look at the fade.
Look at the fade. Thierry.
Final vote.
Decided vote.
It's not like I can talk. Look at the shape of my head and there's no line. You look like a Playmobil.
Like a what?
Playmobil, you know those little,
Well, like Lego.
Exactly,
that's
Playmobil in France,
it's
Lego.
Spray,
It's just like thing. I don't understand. Look, I can't talk. You have to stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You know?
So what, you're the bold lane?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody competes with me.
So Manchester United, a loss tonight at home at Old Trafford against
I think Jamie wants to dissect this one, don't you, Jamie? This is the one that you watched.
Jump in, man.
No,
I mean, I done the Manchester United. It was a brilliant goal from Manchester United. Old school Manchester United, pace down the flanks. You know, the teams that we all played against, those great Manchester United teams. But this team is far from it. But the one shining light from tonight is this guy here, Højlund. He scored 2 goals and he had another one disallowed as well. So hopefully that gives you some hope. But Zaha, a equaliser, Micah.
Yeah, coming back. It never worked out for him at United when he was there. And he always wanted to do well when he went back. But it is terrible defending. I don't know what Dallow's there. It's Route 1 football. They get a little bit of luck. I don't know what Anana's doing there. It's actually comical. But great night for Zaha.
Yeah, it was.
And against his second then, Jamie?
Yeah, the thing that stands out is not just the finish, but the actual pace he had there, running with the ball. Really difficult. Thierry knows that better than anyone. It's a difficult skill, Thierry.
It is a difficult skill, and what he does ever so well, he never allows the centre-back to come back, so he goes across him, he puts his hand to make sure that, you know, he's not going to get disturbed by him, and then you just have to lift it. I mean, I said just have to lift it. He did that ever so well.
And Thierry, they've left this one for you because they didn't want to have to try and pronounce the name of the scorer.
He should have scored before, by the way, but great composure. Control of your left in the same tempo with your, obviously, right leg. He finishes. It's very difficult for the goalkeeper because he controls and he shoots. Boom, boom.
But actually, Galatasaray, Kate, should have gone in front from the penalty spots here. I mean, he's made a shocking start to his Manchester United career, the goalkeeper, Anana. And for me, Casemiro had a really good season last season, but he's been so far off the pace. And this is another example of it here. Ends up getting himself a red card. But the man who steps up, you see that? He's clever there, isn't he? A man you know well.
Yeah,
Mertens there.
Very well.
Make sure Casemiro was off the pitch, but Icardi...
I didn't fancy him.
No.
I didn't fancy him.
True. You said
I don't know why. He looks nervous, but he's such a confident lad. Maybe too confident at times. And he put it wide.
3 minutes.
No, why does he go down so early? Because there's not much into it. But, you know, you have to give Icardi a lot of credit. He was always going to have another one. But Amrabat is very deep on that one. But then the finishing was good. But we can talk about the keeper. I know you want to talk about it.
This man is talking about the finish. He knows that better than me. But I love the celebration.
Your celebration?
No, it's not my celebration.
Oh, okay.
But it's someone else's celebration. You know what it reminded me of? You know when someone goes sliding on the...
I knew.
A little bit of promotion for League in a row.
Fantastic. It needs it, doesn't it? Who does it better? Vote for that, will you? Vote for that. Not that we want to win again.
You're going to win, Mike.
Icardi or Big Meeks?
Oh, wow.
Who slides better?
Definitely me.
The other game in that group, in the Group A, was Copenhagen at home against...
The great venues for football anywhere in the world. Old Trafford in Manchester. This is Derek Ray, joined for commentary by former England international Lee Dixon. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It is Manchester United facing Galatasaray.
Thanks, Derek. Good atmosphere here. Everybody looking forward to what should be a really entertaining game.
Greenwood. Encouraging stuff from United. He could pick out a teammate. Absolutely nothing wrong with the idea, but no end product. And here's the lineup for Manchester United. Harry Maguire plays alongside Victor Lindelöf in central defence, and handed the task of playing up front today, Edinson Cavani. Fred. Cavani. Rashford, chances on. Surely, a truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game, just what they were hoping to produce.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. But I have to say, after that, the keeper doesn't cover himself in glory. Near post, left exposed, and he's punished.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Onyekuru. Cavani. And taking it away. Well, let's see if something comes of this. Moving forward effectively. Crossing possibilities. Corner given. And firing it into the area. Just far too close to the goalkeeper. Shaw. Being pressed and pressed high. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good vision. Is it going to be? Must score!